Oh, Sylvia. You're a true... What? In a coconut shell?
In a coconut shell.
Proper.
Say bon appetit.
No, I don't say that. I just say just eat.
Just eat, right? Delicious, eh?
The sugarcane brandy. I'm expecting it to overpower it, but it isn't.
Blends in nice.
It blends in nice. It's just that background, deep taste. Absolutely beautiful.
After delving into Tobago's past, Barrington dropped in on a home-style restaurant with a difference, because this is not any old restaurant. This one's a bit of a family affair, isn't it, Deborah?
Yes, it is. It's my mom and dad's place.
Hiya, you must be Alison.
Yes.
You Deborah's sister?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm Deborah's mum.
Okay.
Passing for her sister.
All right. What a beautiful restaurant you've got here.
Thank you.
Absolutely beautiful.
We opened our doors on the 14th of February, 1985.
That's Valentine's Day.
That was a gift from my husband to me.
All right, okay.
And we have been at it since then. My husband is self-taught. Our daughter is a chef. She's properly trained.
Right.
But he is self-taught, and so am I.
Right, okay.
I am the one that gets behind him and drive him crazy, telling him, if we are doing saffron rice, you have to put some green stuff at the side, yellow and green and red. But he's the good cook. He's a vibration cook.
Right. Does he cook from the heart?
He cooks from the heart.
What type of food do you cook it? Is it home traditional food?
Traditional food, the way Kenneth's parents cook and the way my parents cook. And that is why we get lots of professional men looking like you who would call us from Trinidad and say, I'm coming over to the island. I want a home-cooked breakfast. I want coconut beef. I want bulgur, which is saltfish, like a salad. I want smoked herring, which is similar to your anchovies.
Yeah.
And we do the cooking and say, don't tell my wife I eat that here.
Okay.
But they miss it. They miss it. They miss this kind of food. It's a comfort food. You know what we eat when we go to our grandmothers, when we go to home.
Right.
It's a little different to Trinidad, because Trinidad is more multicultural. Where you have the Chinese, the Indians. This is happening in Tobago now.
Yeah.
In Tobago, it was traditionally black.
Yeah.
So we ate more food that came from the ancestors. You know, the cuckoo and the callaloo and the cassava and the yam. We ate good food. That's why we lived to 90 and 100.
Yeah. It's just right. And with that plantain, it's beautiful. Ken, what can I say?
Well,
Alison, I know why you stick by your man. You can cook.
So, Barrington, you had the great experience of visiting the family restaurant.
Yeah, the blue crab, beautiful. Your mum, she's stunning. I got quite a few kisses off her.
What about the cooking?
All right, the cooking. Okay. Right, your dad, phenomenal.
Correct.
Exactly, like he cooks from the heart.
Yes.
And he knows if it's not going to be right, he's not going to send it. But some of these combinations that he was doing, some of the sauces were phenomenal. And I see where your talent comes from. Your personality shines. Your dad, he knows about the cooking. Your mum knows about the cooking. And this is why you've got that far.
He talks like a chef, doesn't he? I don't know. Anyway, thanks a lot, Barrington.
All right,
Fantastic.
see you in a bit.
Bye, Barrington.
He's got some character, he really has. Tobago's wonderful scenery, history, and of course its food have proved more than interesting and exciting. My two sous chefs have been fascinated. It's all new to Barrington, whose roots lie in Jamaica. But of course for Hasan, from Trinidad, Tobago is nearly home turf.
Tobago is my second home. We are twin island republic, and look at the beautiful scenery, you know, this beautiful sea views, and just the lovely food that we had, you know, it just shows the diversity of our twin island republic. I anticipate the rest of this journey to be more of an adventure, you know. I'm going to be diving into new cuisines, places I've never seen before, people I haven't met before, and it's just going to be a new opening, a new dawning, you know.
Tobago's made it so special because we've covered a little bit more on the history of slavery. We're looking at different cuisines on the food as well, and the staple diet that these people used to have. Now, the staple diet, what they used to have hundreds of years ago, they're still living on that type of food. And that's the great thing about it. The history hasn't been lost.
Do you know, for me, this is the best time of day. That nice pot of tea and, of course, homemade cake to go with it. This one, cassava pone. And it's incredible how this has actually turned out. I can't believe how moist it is all the way through.
Yes.
No wonder you leave all of that liquid in. You know, when I asked you the question about the cassava and about squeezing out all of the juices, not at all. You wanted them in there.
That's right, for the natural starches to come together and really fuse nicely and hold it ever so moistly. One of the great things about cassava, it's one of the few provisions or staples that have been around on the islands for a very, very long time. One of the original crops that were here with the indigenous people that we first originally referred to as the Amerindians. And cassava was one of the first staple crops that they actually harvested.
Fabulous. Great history to that. No, I'm absolutely fine. And that tea, I've got to say, Barrington, looks wonderful. So I'm going to have a little slurp. I'm still holding back for the taste of the cake.
I'm a good tea maker because that's all my wife asks me to do. Can you make a cup of tea? A cup of tea, please.
Isn't it nice, though? You know, you've been cooking away all day, and we've all been cooking away and putting in our bit. But then to be able to sit down and eat something homemade like this, and so simple to make. You know, it takes a little while to cook, but it doesn't matter, does it? Once you've got it in the oven, you've just got something to look forward to, haven't you? It's absolutely delicious. Love this texture. I've got to show this off.
Lovely moist.
Absolutely moist there. Little crunch around the outside as well. Smells divine.
Tastes even more divine, you know?
That is beautiful.
Spot
So
on.
spot on.
My initial taste, automatically, I'm tasting coconut. But then I pick up a little hint of the cinnamon that's coming through.
Correct.
And then you bite into a little raisin that lets off another little fruitiness.
Yeah.
But you're also tasting the sweet potato.
Yes.
Yeah.
The pumpkin is there. And then the cassava has helped create a balance amongst all of those.
And the coconut gives a nice texture to it,
Yeah.
as well as a little hint
There's
of the
3
black
different
pepper, which
textures
is
there.
just right.
Oh.
With my granny making it, you know, this
Yeah.
takes me back to that kind of special,
It's got
you know?
that, yeah, it's got that texture from a Jamaican pudding, and we call it just a plain sweet potato pudding. But this has got more texture in there. It's got the coconut, but you can add all of that in the sweet potato pudding. But the flavours, the texture, absolutely beautiful.
I'm going in for seconds.
That pepper taste in it.
It's just coming through, isn't it? It's incredible that, because initially, when that first little slice I had, it wasn't really apparent, but then it suddenly leaves that lingering.
Yes.
Yep, just right there,
Right
underneath
balance.
the tongue, balance, not in your face, just right is that.
Oh, this is fantastic. Guys, a little toast to a wonderful lady, to Deborah.
Thank you, Chef.
Thank you, Chef.
Thank you.
Sorry it's not fizzy, but still tastes good.
Nothing like a golden cup of tea, man.
Finger.
So, guys, I've heard some news. There's a steel band practicing for the carnival. Fancy going to see him tonight?
Yeah,
That sounds...
for that.
That's the
good.
plan?
Yeah, plan's
That's the
good.
plan. That's a good plan.
Thanks, Chef.
This is Tobago, this is the Caribbean. So join us next time for another leg of our incredible Caribbean culinary journey. And for recipes, visit UKTVFood.co.uk.